Day 598 of doing a LeetCode problem every day until I get a job. All right, y'all, we're back again. Another day, another LeetCode problem where we're doing daily LeetCode problems. And today we have question number 960, delete columns to make sorted 3. The difficulty level is hard, but don't worry because you already know we're going to keep the solution as simple and easy to understand as possible. But before we get started, y'all, don't forget to like, hype, subscribe, comment, and share. And if you need any new Apple AirPods, go ahead and check out that link in the description so you can get you some. Now let's see what the question says. You are given an array of n strings strs all of the same length. We may choose any deletion indices and we delete all of the characters in those indices for each string. For example, if we have strs equals an array of strings a, b, c, d, e, f, and u, v, w, x, y, z, and deletion indices 0, 2, and 3, then the final array after deletions is b, e, f, and v, y, z. Suppose we choose a set of deletion indices answer such that after deletions the final array has every string row or row in lexicographical order, i.e. stars of 0, 0 is less than or equal to stars of 0, 1, which is less than or equal to stars of 0 and stars of 0 dot length minus 1, and stars of 1 and of 0 is less than or equal to stars strs of 1 and 1, and so on. Return the minimum possible value of answer dot length. All right, y'all. So that may seem a little bit confusing at first. So let's go ahead and take a look at these examples just to make sure that we are doing this problem correctly. So in example 1, we have our input strs equals an array of strings b, a, b, c, a, and b, b, a, z, b. The output is 3. That means we needed 3 deletions, right? Boom. So then it's because it says right here, return the minimum possible value of answers dot length. So in this case, after deleting columns 0, 1, and 4, the final array is strs equals an array of strings bc and az. Both of these rows are individually in lexicographical order, right? So the array strs is not necessarily in lexicographical order. So we start with this array, right? We start with these strings, boom. Then we break down these strings, or we delete elements from these strings so that they are, in the end, they're in lexicographical order. But when we delete an element from this string, the corresponding element from this string has to also be deleted, right? So if we delete index 0 here, we also have to delete index 0 here. And if we delete index 1 here, we also have to delete index 1 here, right? And that's what represents the column. So let me just come over here so I can show y'all what it would look like in the column form. So boom, hence the name, delete columns to make sorted 3, right? So these are both at index 0, right? So let's go through it. 0, 1, and 4. So we delete index 0 for both of them. Boom. So that just represents a column. Then we delete index 1, or this column right here. Boom. So we can delete this as well. Boom. Then we delete 4. So 4, this would have been 4 out of the original array. This A would be 4, right? It goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 4, even though we already deleted them, these elements 0 and 1. So now this doesn't look like 4, but that was 4 and this was 4. Boom. So in the end, we're left with BC, which is in lexicographical order, and AZ, which is in lexicographical order. And in total, that took 3 deletions, right? So just in case that didn't make sense, let's take a look at example 2. So in example 2, we have our input strs equals an array of strings with just one string, edcba. The output is 4. It says if we delete less than 4 columns, the only row will not be lexicographically sorted. So in this case, you can see we have 5 columns, right? Or we have 5 elements, right? Say we deleted 1. If we just deleted this one, that's still not in lexicographical order. If we deleted this one, that's still not lexicographical, or this one, or this one. Basically, we would have to delete every letter except for whichever one is by itself until one element is left by itself, because this string already goes the opposite of lexicographical order, right? So there would be no way to sort it lexicographical because it goes the A, B, C, D, E, as you can see, goes backwards, goes from right to left, right? So we're iterating through the alphabet backwards by going E, D, C, B, A, meaning there's no way to delete some characters and making it alphabetical or lexicographical order. We'd have to delete 4 characters and just leave 1 letter by itself. Now, it doesn't matter which 4, we would have to delete 4 no matter what, since there are 5 letters going backwards in the alphabet. Boom. So just in case that didn't make sense, let's take a look at example 3. In example 3, we have strs equals an array of strings GHI, DEF, and ABC. The output is 0. Explanation says all rows are already sorted lexicographically. So you can see this is already in alphabetical order or lexicographical order. Same with this one and same with this one. So since that's already the case with all of the characters, we don't need to delete anything and our output is 0. So I hope that makes sense to y'all. And now that we understand the question, let's get into the fun part, the actual solution. Y'all, solution is not that difficult. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to convert each string into an array of UTF-8 bytes. And this is going to allow big O of 1 indexing instead of string indexing traversal, which can be costly. So we're going to say let strs equal strs.map. Open up the brackets, open up the squared brackets. We're going to say UINT8. Come outside of those square brackets, open up the parentheses, and we're going to say $0.UTF-8. Boom, just like that. Then we could come underneath that, and we need the number of columns in each string. So we'll say let m equal strs square bracket 0. Come outside of that and say dot count, and that's going to get us the columns, or i.e. the first index or first element of each row or string, which one, once again, we put them underneath each other, would be the column. Boom. Then we are going to see, after that, we need to represent the length of the longest valid non-decreasing subsequence of columns ending at column of I. So we could declare a variable called lis. We'll set that equal to an array of integers. Come outside of that, open up the parentheses, and we're going to say repeating colon 1 comma count colon m. Boom. Then we're going to try to extend the valid column sequence ending at each column I. So we'll come underneath this and we'll say for I in 1 ... less than m, open up the brackets, and we need to check all previous columns by saying for j and 0 ... less than I, and open up the brackets. Now we need to verify that keeping both column j and column I does not break lexicographical order for any row, and this will ensure that the column I can legally follow column j and sort a column subsequence. So we'll say let no conflict equal strs dot all satisfy, open up the brackets, and we're going to say s and s square bracket I, come outside of that, is greater than or equal to s square bracket j. Boom. Now, if column I can follow column j, we're going to update the longest sequence ending at I by coming underneath this, and we're going to say if no conflict, we're going to open up the brackets, and we're going to say lis square bracket I. We're going to set that equal to max, open up the parentheses, lis square bracket I, come outside of that, comma, lis square bracket j, come outside of that, plus 1. Boom. And then the maximum lis length represents the largest number of columns we can keep while maintaining sorted order. So we could just come right here and we can say return m minus lis dot max, put the parentheses, put the exclamation point, and the minimum deletion required is going to be the total columns minus the maximum columns kept. So that should be all she wrote, y'all. Let's give it a run. Make sure it runs properly. It's accepted, so now let's go ahead and submit it. Make sure it's still accepted after we submit it. Let's see, and look at that, y'all. 3 milliseconds beats 100% of users. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see, y'all. So, with that being said, y'all, I hope y'all learned something today, and I hope to see y'all here tomorrow for another day, another LeetCode problem. See y'all then.